Today in our 2011 Ford Fusion, we'll be installing the CURT Hitch, part number 11390. This is what our hitch will look like once installed. Next, we'll go ahead and give you a couple measurements to assist you with selecting accessories for your new hitch. From the center of the hitch pin hole to the outermost edge of the bumper is 5 1/4 inches. From the top of the receiver tube to the ground is 11 3/4 inches. This will assist you with selecting accessories such as a drawbar, a bike rack, or cargo carrier. Now let's go ahead with installation. First, before we lower the exhaust, we'll go ahead and put a safety strap underneath so that after we remove the exhaust hangers, we can control how far and fast the exhaust will fall. Next, we'll need to remove the 3 rearmost exhaust hangers or rubber isolators. To do this, we'll spray each one with some spray lubricant and then use our pry bar or pliers to remove the rubber isolator from the metal hanger. Now, using the safety strap, we can slowly lower the exhaust, being careful not to damage any of the exhaust that's further up mounted towards the engine. Now, with the exhaust out of the way, we can clearly see our attachment points here in the frame. Working on the driver's side, each process we do will get repeated identically on the passenger side. We'll have 2 pre-drilled holes that we'll be using for our attachment points. The forward hole and the rear hole. The rear one, you can see, is an oblong hole that we'll need to actually take a little material out of so it'll be large enough to fit the 1/2 inch carriage bolt into. So using a file, rotary bit, or power Dremel, we're going to go ahead and take out some material on either side or both of the oblong hole. Now with the material taken out, we'll go ahead and test fit our carriage bolt. As you can see, the 1/2 inch carriage bolt will now easily fit into the frame, so we're ready to go ahead and start installing our fasteners. We'll start with our forward fastener, as we'll have a 1/2 inch carriage bolt, a block, and a flange nut to secure it. Getting our hardware into the frame, we'll be using the pull wire provided with our install kit. We'll take the pull wire, feed it through the attachment point and out the access hole. We'll then slide on our block and push it up into the frame. Next, we'll thread on our carriage bolt and feed it into the frame. Now, gently we'll pull both into position and the carriage bolt will drop through the block and down through the hole. Now we can go ahead and remove the bolt leader and install the rear attachment point hardware. For this hardware, we'll be using the reverse pull method, where we'll put our block onto the pull wire, thread on our carriage bolt, and then put the carriage bolt into the frame first, followed by the block. Now we'll pull them both back into position into our access hole. We'll repeat the same process on the passenger side. Now with all our hardware in place, we're ready to go ahead and install the hitch. It's a good idea to get an extra set of hands to help you hold the hitch while you install your fasteners. We'll be using the 1/2 inch flange nuts to secure the carriage bolts. As I put the hitch up into position, we'll feed the pull wire through the attachment point of the hitch. Then once I secure my forward fastener, I can go ahead and remove the pull wire and install the 1/2 inch flange nut. Now with all our hardware installed finger tight, we can go ahead and run it down. Next, we'll go ahead and torque the specifications as indicated in the instructions. Now with our hitch secured and torqued to specifications, we're ready to go ahead and reinstall the exhaust. And with the exhaust reinstalled, that'll complete the installation of our CURT Hitch, part number 11390 on our 2011 Ford Fusion.